Hey guys, I'm Mitch.
I'm Austin.
And this is Super Platinum Achievement, and Xbox is making a strategy change here. We're going to talk about exactly what they're doing, but first, if you guys are new to this channel, hit that subscribe button down below. We really appreciate it. Also, at the end of this video, if you liked what you saw, give us a big thumbs up as well, and don't be afraid to share with your friends. So, nothing confirmed from Xbox themselves, but multiple credible sources have now come out
at this point,
and said that Xbox is kind of going third party now. They did say, this was from the horse's mouth, Microsoft said if Game Pass wasn't as successful as they wanted, that by 2027 they were going to be out of the console business altogether.
Yeah.
Which it's looking like that could be the direction they're going. Game Pass, while has been, successful enough, is not where they need it to be the main source of revenue.
And I know we've talked about this a lot, that it cannot be sustainable, because they're always like, oh, we need to add this many people at every month or year or something. But it's going to hit a point where it just stops, because obviously everyone who's going to get it or wants it will have it eventually. And that number is, at this point going to correlate mostly with console sales and obviously some PC numbers too. But there's going to hit a plateau point where everyone who wants it's going to get it, and people who don't aren't going to get it.
Yeah.
So I think that might be coming, maybe sooner than they realize, which caused them to do quite a drastic change. Rumored. It's all rumored, of course.
But it's got legs to it. It has to.
It's got a lot of legs. They are turning into, I guess now, the biggest publisher.
Yeah.
And they're going to release their first-party games on PS5 and Switch.
Yes. So the ones that are all but confirmed, that have been all over the place, the two I'll talk about first are Hi-Fi Rush and Sea of Thieves. Those are reportedly coming to both PS5 and Nintendo Switch. Went as deep as a data miner was diving in and found stuff on Hi-Fi Rush where you can get PlayStation and Nintendo themed outfits for Chai. So that's all but confirmed from Microsoft. The other ones are where it's a big deal. And this came out yesterday. The two biggest on this list here that we've got are, in my opinion, Indiana Jones. It's supposedly going to be a timed exclusive. It'll come out on Xbox first, but not even a full year is what I'm hearing now.
Not like the medium ones.
Yes, it'll come out onto PlayStation 5. And then another one that's going to come sooner than later, because it was not the commercial success they hoped for, is Starfield. Now, Starfield did well according to Game Pass numbers, because everybody on Game Pass that had Game Pass was playing it. But sales numbers, I think there's some things they're not telling us.
Yeah, I think I saw a stat after the first week on Steam. This is on Steam because they can keep track of concurrent players. There was more concurrent players playing Fallout 76 than there were Starfield.
Yeah.
Which, if you know the lower Fallout 76, that also was not a well-received game. So the fact that there's more players on that game still than their brand new IP was very telling.
Yeah. So, and there's a couple other games on this list here that he's got.
So we got Doom, Year Zero, Microsoft Flight Simulator, and then the other ones that have been rumored is Halo Infinite, Pentiment, and Grounded.
Yeah.
So I want to point out one thing, is most of these games, the studios are ones Microsoft just acquired.
Yes.
Bethesda being the big one with Indiana Jones in Machine Games, Starfield, Doom, Hi-Fi Rush, and Grounded is Obsidian, which is a little, not Bethesda, but same. It's the games from the studios they bought, and maybe they are keeping their promises. They're not taking away games from the gamers. I think we're going back to that.
I think they had to do a little bit of a 180 here, because they have to pay for these purchases.
Yeah. So
over $7 billion for Bethesda, and then $70 billion for Activision.
And what has come out of that purchase is Redfall was bad. So far, Starfield's been underwhelming, and so it's like they need to figure out a way to make money. And you know what? A way to make money? Don't cut out over half the console market.
Half the gamers.
The gamers, yeah. So that was, and we said that a long time ago. Is what are they doing? Buying these studios and then saying we're not taking away games from gamers, and then deliberately saying but it's not going to come to the PlayStation 5, which currently is about 2/3 of the console market.
And then Phil Spencer goes on X and posts this: "We're listening and we hear you. We've been planning a business update event for next week where we look forward to sharing more details with you about our vision for the future of Xbox. Stay tuned." So this is really cryptic and could mean anything, but you don't have a whole announcement event without it being something big, so I think this is going to be part of it. And I think another big part of this could be the Bethesda staff themselves, because part of that whole, FTC, the lawsuit and all that, all these emails came out, and one of them was from Todd Howard talking to Phil Spencer, basically saying, why can't we release our games on PS5? And if you're able to do it with Activision, why can't we do it with Starfield and Indiana Jones?
Because Bethesda also, they probably get money from sales.
Yeah.
It's probably in their contract with Microsoft, so they obviously want to sell their game everywhere. And keep in mind, Starfield originally started out as a PS5 exclusive. So I'm sure they have a PS5 version of the game that's ready to go at this point. So yeah, they just kind of want to release it. And for other games too, so Indiana Jones, they can, simultaneously build both versions, and like game companies have been doing for years.
Yeah. So this is pretty big. Now, is it a telltale sign that Xbox is getting away from consoles? Maybe.
Yeah.
We do know they're going to be very focused on cloud and being a platform instead of a console.
So I think the big one to me is if Game Pass shows up on PlayStation. So they're already going different routes, so maybe Microsoft is, let's stay in the business with just, like Mitch said, with cloud and with streaming, and so Game Pass is going to be on the Switch, on the PlayStation, and so they can still, be producing their Microsoft games, but they're going everywhere.
Yep. So big news. We'll see if Microsoft officially announces it. Probably won't be for a while.
Yeah. I don't think this was supposed to break like it did. So,
I do think we'll see Hi-Fi Rush though sooner than later. I think that'll be the first one officially announced from Microsoft.
That one, and I think probably Starfield.
Starfield next, yeah.
Just because it's been lackluster, and
I mean, if they released it on PlayStation, then even after all the reviews and everything, I can see it getting another 15 million sales.
I mean, I'm sure there's
sales.
Some people curious. There'll be some people that won't buy it because of the nature of the way it, came around.
People that really, really wanted it already have it on PC.
Yeah.
Or maybe they did go out and buy an Xbox just for that. Probably not likely. They probably have a PC. But what do you guys think? Do you think that this is true and this is, all but fact, I guess?
Yeah.
Are you excited to see the, console wars start to sort of die here?
Yeah, this might be like the first waving the white flag, calling the armistice here, and
and it could be, we could see PlayStation follow suit, maybe be like, hey, we're going to release games.
They have done a couple so far. So MLB Show, which was one, and then they have announced that Bungie Games and the other studios they've acquired also are not being taken off the other platforms. So
yeah, we'll see. But what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to chat with you. And then, if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And we'll see you again soon on
Super Platinum Achievement.
Bye.